coughing.
Getting it up.
One, Jason's just clearing his throat because he's got. It sounds terrible. Yeah, welcome back, Troy,
Clear
Jason,
throat.
maybe Ty. We'll see. Maybe Ty.
Anybody else who wants to jump on?
James
Hey,
is
James.
here. James, welcome.
First one up.
Oh, and hey, you handsome devils! Look at that.
Oh, she obviously means you.
Hey, Nat.
Yeah, no, means you. Look at that beard.
I'm getting there. I've been
It looks
on
like
that.
you've just been to the stylist.
Yes. Have you been to the stylist?
No, but for the record, so I posted on Instagram on my Instagram page a little clip this week. I went to a friend's hockey game and watched her kick ass.
Yeah.
Sarah is my stylist.
Nice.
She's the one that cuts my hair for the last 8 years.
Nice.
So be careful because she can kick your ass.
Yeah.
But no, she's really cool.
Fun of her. I'm making fun of you.
Yeah, I know. So you should.
She's got to be pretty awesome if she makes you look that good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's much taller than I expected in skates.
Well, yeah, it adds like 4 inches. First
one of the day.
Yeah, if only,
anyway,
right? Just
it was cool.
Put skates on and does that. What flannel is that, Jason? It looks good.
This one is the Aim High, or yeah, the Aim High. I don't know exactly what.
I like that one a lot.
Sounds like an Air Force thing.
And it matched, it matched the hat.
Yeah,
you got the match inside, and baseball's back, so
you're bougie like that.
I am bougie. I adopted the Mariners. I don't have a real big dog in the fight when it comes to baseball. I like watching it. My kids got me a fantasy baseball, which sucks, but it's.
You're in fantasy baseball?
Yes.
That's got to be. Well, you do have some time with your occupation.
I have time.
Yes, that sounds like hell to me.
And it was $100 a head, so like it's $1,000 grand.
So you're into it, yeah.
12,
I tried to do hockey pools, which is 82 games with a roster that you have to play with and medal with. Baseball's 100 and something, 62, 100 and whatever. It's insane.
That sounds exhausting.
With
thousands
of players.
Yeah.
Oh,
I fretted over it forever, and Monday I just forgot to set my lineup, and I lost 40 points on one pitcher.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's a serious commitment. That baseball.
So I'm a fan of baseball. I've been a Brewers fan anecdotally because when I was stationed in Fort Bliss, El Paso, the AAA ball team it was a AAA affiliate of the Brewers. So my wife at the time, her friend's husband was a pitcher on the team. So he would get us, being a young soldier with no money, we used to get free will call tickets anytime we wanted them. Got to love it was Diablos at the time. I think they're just Chihuahuas now. But
what a terrible.
I know what a change going from the Diablos to the Chihuahuas.
I mean,
well, did they have some promotion where they all try to get wacky names, or they?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. So anyway, it was fun because you could always tell when a player was moving up because the team colors were black and orange, like all Devil teams. But they would put on the old blue batting gloves, breaking in their blue batting gloves, so you knew they were getting called up soon. Cool. And we met people, so I knew some people that got called up. Nobody like totally famous, but it was fun. So I followed them, and then we went to Seattle, and I got this hat, and we went to a game. And as much as I don't want to like Seattle sports, the game experience is amazing because the football stadium and the baseball stadium are right next to each other off of the pier, like basically in the bay.
Yeah.
And it's such a cool place to see a game.
Fun fact, if you're going to a Seattle game when the Jays play, then it's half Canadian fan base because the Toronto Blue Jays are Canada's team essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So all the western provinces just funnel down to Seattle for the Jays games, and it's apparently it's almost like a home game for them. So
Jays look really good this year too. So
could be fun. Yeah. I haven't followed any sports besides golf, and even golf's been slacking. So the Leafs though, are up 3-1. Now I don't really want to talk about this because the Leafs are that 3-1 collapse team that's gonna suck soon and
You want to jinx
get
them?
kicked out. Yeah. But they're up 3-1 on Tampa, so we'll see what happens.
Tell me about it. I'm a Devils fan. I'm sorry. But they went from dead last in the league last year to in the playoffs, and then they went 0-2 to the freaking Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
The Rangers. Any team, I don't care, but the Rangers. I hate the Rangers. As much
Patrick
as I
Kane,
hate,
man. Patrick Kane.
I just hate the Rangers. I
Yeah.
do. So going down, they actually tied it up 2-2. The game 5 is tonight, I believe.
Oh, really? It's even?
Yeah, they tied it back up 2-2.
I might have to. No, I have. My month of May is terrible, and I kind of want to watch sports right now, and it's just a bad month for me. But we'll see if I can watch some hockey and get caught up. That'd be fun. Conway's here. Hi, all. Conway, feeling under the weather. We're hoping you feel better soon. Michelle's here. Hey, guys. And Conway might make Troy drink some fancy whiskey tonight, I believe. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Nat's here too. As always, Nat's the best flannel panel member there is, I would say.
I was thinking, why don't we just have her on all the time? You know?
She's always welcome. She knows this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not like I locked the door. She can come downstairs anytime.
Yes, we do need to set up another one where she shows us how to drink whiskey.
Yeah, like she taught the guys last night on your competition, Troy.
Yeah, she taught me a lesson.
Yeah. What happened last night, Troy? What happened last night?
Last night was we started a new season of Bar Night at Home, and the category was finished bourbon. And I don't generally like finished whiskey very much, but I wanted to do well because I haven't been winning very many lately. So I actually went to the store and was looking, and I was sending texts to the group asking for advice, and I ended up buying this barrel Dovetail, mostly on Natalie's recommendation. I knew she had liked it, and she recommended it again. So I bought it, and it was probably more than I wanted to spend, truth be told, because I'm cheap. But anyway, I get it home, and I don't like it, and I share it with some of the Ohio boys. They don't like it, and I'm like, oh. But I said it anyway because, I felt like I was pot committed because I had the money. But anyway, so I sent this probably 3 months ago, and last night we finally did the tasting, and it was almost a unanimous first place choice. So I had to eat my words and bow down to Nat and told her sorry for doubting her. But yeah, she came through for me.
Yeah, and if there's anyone to ask about anything like that, it would be Nat, especially finished. I feel like
I started with a pour that just in her honor, just to say I'm sorry.
Nice.
And to get rid of this stuff.
All right, and Ty's joining the stream slowly, just in time for Jason to show his magic trick.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I miss it or
no?
I said I'm the magician now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's going on, Ty?
It's Taste of Spring week, so I'm
busy week.
Running around like crazy.
I have so much FOMO. So much FOMO because the last two we went to are so much fun.
Well, I mean, you are headed to Scotland, so
yeah, I think you have a fairly epic trip coming up.
I feel like the FOMO will fade quickly.
We're just gonna have to have a world tour wrap-up edition, one of these shows, just with you and Corey, and
that's right.
Ty's always somewhere. He's just
I saw those big 3 shows that you did, Ty, on your socials. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah, we
like they were
had
very
a little
successful.
bit of a trek around the state of Colorado. So
how'd they go?
It was good. Yeah. 3 shows, 3 days. I don't remember how many miles, 14 hours of drive time. But raised like $100,000 for nonprofit. So
wow.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, that's pretty solid.
Yeah. Not a bad weekend.
Yeah.
So Yeah, it was good.
It's great. And Corey's doing the Lord's work in Guatemala.
Very much so.
Building some. I don't even know what he's building, but he's pouring some concrete. It looks like.
I think he's building a house.
I think they're building houses. Yeah.
I was gonna say a septic tank. Like they get after it.
They do.
Yeah. Did you see the size of that? Never mind. You see the size of that hole, but Jason will go nuts. But anyway, yeah. I don't know if that was OSHA approved. I don't know if you could have 2 high school age boys in a, what do you say, 3 meter deep sewage ditch digging with shovels.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much OSHA approved when you're on those kind of
Guatemala.
When charity's involved, OSHA looks the other way.
Yeah, I think it's more where they are.
Yeah.
That's actually one of my life goals, is to go on a mission trip with Corey and maybe drag a few of you along.
That would be epic.
Well, could you imagine the house we would build? And of course, I'd stick around to interior decorate.
Yeah, with your stylist, bring your stylist along. Yeah. No, I think that'd be like a pretty memorable experience. Going down, doing some like real work for people that really need it, and just the camaraderie. It's something that I really would like to do in the future. So,
absolutely.
Have you ever been on a trip like that?
Not to that extent. Just small little stuff, like in Canada still. So nothing to that extent. So I do need to do it. Yeah.
I did a few trips to Juarez, Mexico, in like high school, early college, building houses like that.
Yeah.
And then the last ones were all down to the Dominican Republic, where we were helping like schools and churches do some stuff. But man, it'll change your life.
Yeah. I think it would be a pretty cool experience. Maybe we do a Flannel Fest missions trip at some point.
That would be epic.
Yeah.
And that after party would be perfect.
I know. Yeah. The pours would be pretty amazing. That's for sure.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any chance somebody needs a bar built in Guatemala. That would be all right.
Oh, yeah.
Like a honky tonk.
Here, we're going to teach you how to make some money down here.
The Lord's work.
You put this in, and all of a sudden your church is funded.
Yeah. I have 3 words for you. Live Edge Bar.
Yeah. Live Edge Bar. I like it.
Ask Eric.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Eric's been working on his for a while.
On his table, yeah. He's making like a dining room table, isn't he?
I think that's the plan.
Is it?
Yeah. We were making fun of him last night. We were doing that bar night at home, and I think he's doing new shelves, but he's painted his wall just like flat black. So there was nothing behind him except for a black wall. And it threw
and the light there. The light was there. It looked like he was in a kidnap room. Yeah.
I said he looked like he was like a proof of life video.
Nat saying Holy Spirit has a whole new meening with that bar in Guatemala we're going to build. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Corey said he'd jump in, but the Wi-Fi was slightly spotty.
It was like Ohio's internet down there.
Ohio's struggling tonight a little bit. He's good right now, but
don't touch anything.
What did you just pour there, Troy?
Okay, this is the one I've been waiting for. Yes, this is an Eagle Rare B-Tac. It's a Eagle Rare 17 from 2001 release.
Wow.
So this is like a dusty B-Tac. So,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
a healthy pour too. Yeah.
I have a sample. I think that's what it is. I think that's the bottle he cracked when Nate and I went down there and visited him. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a few years old. And we're like looking at it, and I'm like, was this barreled in 2001? So then it would be a 2018. And then I'm like looking at it, and it's like, no, this was dumped in 2001, Conway. Like,
that's crazy.
He's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, either he knew and was just being real Conway about it, like, trying to play it down, or he just had no clue. But
he just thought it was a store pick.
Remember, Troy takes some deep breaths, Channel your inner Natalie, and let's get it.
Oh, smells like cola. I always say root beer. I'm going to say cola tonight. A little bit of oak.
A little bit.
17
bit.
years.
Yeah, my nose doesn't work very good, but I get to the oak. I mean, this is a big step.
I mean, if it's 2001, 17 years old, that means it was barreled in 84.
Is that right? Does that check out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
84. I wasn't even in high school yet.
That's when I was born.
Yeah, we were ninth grade, right?
Yeah.
It was Nate's birth year bottle when we were there, and my high school graduation bottle.
Wait a minute.
The same bottle?
Yeah, because barreled in 84,
Got
2001
you. Yeah.
graduated.
Okay, yeah, I
Like
was
a combination.
That's
Sorry,
cool.
Because okay.
Math's fuzzy there.
Gotcha.
But,
yeah, Nate would have graduated in 02.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
he's got that beard, but I didn't think he was that much younger than I thought.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Troy and I, our birth year bourbon has become priceless. We'll be paying.
So the difference in Jason and I, this is what this age looks like without a stylist, right here.
A little bit fuzzy.
Yeah.
Fuzzy
choppy here
grainy.
and there. Yeah.
I mean, I can plug the Ethernet back in.
Then you'll stop for about 5 minutes before it catches up.
Okay, I'm not touching nothing.
You're
We
good.
got
You're good.
Just roll with it.
I'll
Yeah.
take a fuzzy
On my
Troy over nothing at
computer, I
all.
look crystal clear.
Yeah.
Perfect.
On my computer, I look great.
You keep us
Yeah.
drinking well.
I look like I've been out in the sun for 12 hours on my computer. I'm like, am I that red right now?
Did you golf today?
I did.
And because you mentioned a few weeks ago, you're on a mission this year.
Yeah, I'm on a mission.
Okay.
I actually
that mission is very tough,
daunting.
Yeah.
Step one is just to break 90 again.
Okay.
I haven't done that yet this year.
I've never broken 90.
My best is 84.
I've shot 90 a few times, but I never get. Well, that said, I've shot 1 over on 9 holes. We were only playing 9, so that was pretty solid.
Should have kept going.
No. No. I threw the clubs in the trunk and ended it for the year, and that was that.
I don't even know about what you're talking about, to the point where I don't know if I need a jump clap or not. Like, it sounds like there's some jump claps in there.
There's like shafts, balls, holes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jump claps here. But
we can tee up some jump claps.
Yeah, we
see what I did.
Yeah.
Hope you have a big enough trunk, because I'm putting my bike in it.
Not sure where that was going, but
that's for 40-year-old virgin. Come on, man.
I was
a
like
classic
golf?
in American cinema.
Shooter McGavin. I'm not sure. Andrew West says I'm not cheating enough. That's very
That's
true.
The best way to.
That's true.
Very true.
So the day I shot 84, Ian.
Yep.
I also almost got divorced because it was that same kind of scenario. Like, hit the turn at 9. I was only supposed to play 9 holes.
Mm-hmm.
My pastor, who was with me that I golfed with all the time, he's like, "You can't quit now."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, my wife is going to be pissed." He's like, "When she calls, hand the phone to me." I'm like, "Okay, here we go." That's what we did. And so he talked to her, and it still wasn't pretty.
No. That there's no fixing that.
No.
And that's to the point where, like, oh man, it's so slow. You can't get a whole another 9 out of it.
Yeah.
You can get 4 more holes or so, saying it's really slow play, blah blah blah, whatever. You can't get a full another 9. That's tough.
Yeah.
But you gotta. I mean, other than the time spent, I mean, hanging out with your pastor is like the perfect alibi for anything.
Was it your boss though?
Was he? I don't know at that point if he was or not.
Is that your from Young Life? Him?
No.
I don't know this guy.
Gotcha.
No. He was gone before you got here. He lives down in where Travis lives, Midland, Odessa area. now. So
the worst thing I ever did golfing, when we were first married, I had a membership. 1 year I had a membership at the golf course, and I was off work. Patty was at school, but Patty's dad and I went golfing, and we played 54 holes. We went around 3 times. 18 holes 3 times. We started in the morning, and I didn't get home until like 7 p.m. Well, then she's home from school and made dinner, and I'd missed it. And I thought being with her dad would give me a hall pass, but it did not.
No.
There was just a smashed sandwich on the bar.
Yeah.
They're ripped up, shredded. Tommy D, what's going on?
Hey.
Yeah.
Tommy D's a golfer too, and he's out your way, Ty. Ish.
Yeah, I was like, I probably drove through Tommy D's neighborhood this last weekend. I drove through like everyone's neighborhood last weekend, but
that's true.
I couldn't get to see anyone.
Yeah.
So
what'd you shoot today, Ty?
So all right, let me back up a little before I say this. Okay. So I took my first ever lesson on Monday.
Really?
To find out how bad it was, because it's kind of one of those like, I should probably like start from the ground up if I'm going to actually try to do this.
You have a lofty goal. I'll say that.
Yeah. So took my first lesson. So went to the range the same day, and it was horrible just trying to work on all that stuff. So today was better, but it's definitely still in that like learning curve, like trying to undo all the bad habits kind of thing. So it was a 96 today.
Okay.
So
I've never had a lesson because I was always afraid I'd have to start over,
He showed me some video and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's bad. Like, yeah, I get it. So
going geeky here, break down a little bit of what you had to change, just on the surface, but
so I mean, I'm a baseball player, so
gotcha.
A lot of it is baseball like habits, and the biggest one was that I had never like people always say keep your head down, right? So you don't top the ball.
Yeah.
Like my problem was not keeping my head down, it was keeping my head still
level.
Like it leaks forward, and so that flattens out your club in the back, and then and so everything I've done in the past was to be able to still hit the ball well from that position, but none of that is good. So that's fun. But the cool thing was like, I mean, nowadays they have all the like, machines that like track everything,
like track, so it was like all that stuff.
So it was going from like 6% club face open, 6% path, like swing path being off, down to like 1 to 3% in 1 hour. So
now you're gonna forget it all and then go back next week.
Well, no, I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna take 2 weeks to see if I can start figuring this out a little, and then I'll come back. So
cool. Jason is so bored right now.
Let me talk about whiskey again.
Let me just say one more thing about
so bad
golf.
I was going to say, I'm actually reviewing baseball stats in my head to stay. That's how bad.
That's how bored he is. Yeah. What is it, Troy?
Oh, I don't know. 5 years ago, I don't know, maybe longer than that now. But I wanted to buy some new irons, so I went to the local pro to get fitted, and he's got me on the range hitting balls. And after about 10 minutes, he says, "You don't need new clubs. You need lessons." But he still sold me clubs.
Yeah, sure he did.
Yeah. It's like, I'm 100% sure when I walked in and then the guy saw my swing, he's like, why do you have those?
Oh, yeah.
Because I traded bourbon for my irons. And
what do you have?
The P97 970. Yeah, like tailor-made blades, and it's
blades.
Oh, you couldn't spring for the P99.
P90X, the old workout videos.
That might help your swing too, but
that definitely would.
Yeah.
P96, P97, whatever it takes.
That's funny. Or 799. 790.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I was like, I get it backwards every time.
I just have old pings. I love them though.
That can be corrected with surgery.
Jason, what are you drinking tonight?
A little too much, apparently.
No, not enough. Keep going.
I decided to theme tonight because I got to work in the morning, so screw it. First,
all right.
I want to apologize to Casey because while I was packing and cleaning up the kitchen, I had found a relic of my recent past. And Casey had sent me this really cool earthenware whiskey nosing glass.
Oh, that's cool.
Bourbon glass. And it is the coolest thing. And I have found it. It's been retraced, and now it's my favorite glass. So in this wonderful glass, thank you, Casey, I decided since I'm going across the Atlantic, I kind of did a modified Atlantic tour. So I started with, we're going with Chad and Sarah, and it's Bourbon Night. And it's Bourbon Night Whistle Pig 10 single barrel pick. But what's cool about this one, it was actually a 14-year. They picked a 14-year and stuck it into 10, so we didn't pay so much.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So it's actually a 14-year rye for one side of the Atlantic. And then the other, I forgot how much I love getting back into the Scotch because I'm going to be doing that.
Oh, that's your
jam. I'm a Highland Park fanboy. I honestly think you might like. You're not gonna like it. But no, this is really cool. It's a Highland Park 12-year sherry, but it's cask strength, so it's 125.4 single malt 12-year, and it's spent its whole life in sherry barrels. So it's actually it's malty. I mean, because it's but it's not smoky. It's just 130 proof.
Well, I like the sound of that.
It drinks, well, as I say, is it drinks like your high proof. It's not bourbon, but it has the consistency, the bourbon viscosity. So it's very rich like a bourbon.
Troy would hate it.
This is one of the few bottles I've actually craved. I've come down specifically for this. I got to kill it because it's almost gone. But so that's what I'm drinking. Starting on the Highland Park, which is probably the wrong choice.
I think that's right. I think that's the right play though. The Highland Park and then the rye.
And then those pig rye.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings up to that real quickly. On my trip, so let me backtrack really quick. I won't hijack too much. The last time we were in England, we did I told the story, we'd done a quick tour around the UK and we stopped in all the really cool places. And all the cool whiskey places I stopped, the Scots were, honestly, I can't tell you how many times I had to answer the question. Well, first they said, "Oh, you're into whiskey," and the second question is, "Did you bring bourbon?" So they're fat. It's as exotic over there as Scotch just does here. So that being said, the matter of fact, there's one whiskey shop in particular that I had a great time with, and we finished the night by him saying, "Next time, bring bourbon. We'll lock the doors and get pissed." And so I'm going to call him on it. I'm taking a bottle to that lock line shop out in the middle of nowhere and see if he remembers. Remembers or no, it's a free bottle of bourbon, so he's probably going to. So anyway,
he'll lock the doors and get drunk.
Exactly. Yep. So I was thinking, as bourbon guys, if you wanted to show off what a bourbon was to someone in Scotland, what would it be? That's a very good choice.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm asking everyone, and even in the chat, I would love to hear answers on if you were taking something to show off what bourbon is, what would it be?
Like Elijah Craig barrel proof be too strong? I mean, I think that's just like classic bourbon flavor.
I think that would be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the question. If they're drinking 80 proof Scotch, I'm probably taking something lower proof. If they're drinking that Highland Park,
hold on. You know what might be really good is the Four Roses Select.
Oh yeah,
because that's what 104, 107, something like that.
Yeah,
I will say.
Yeah,
I'll have the caveat one. So, like serious Scotch drinkers, the ones that I met in the Scotch clubs and the distilleries, it's so much more. I don't want to say this without offending people. I love the bourbon community because I really love kind of the hometown closeness, the pride in our local. There you go. Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Scotland, it's the same way. They're very proud of their Scotch, and they also, like us, they don't just drink the 80 proof stuff. They're drinking the single barrels and the special stuff and the custom bottling. So they're like us. They're whiskey people, and so I think they can handle proof. I think they handle. You know what I'm saying?
I have someone to add to this because
Please.
We're all going to go on flavor and what you think is the best whiskey and all that stuff. And Troy's drinking Eagle Rare 17 from 2001.
It's incredible, by the way.
Yeah, but if you take a bottle with a story behind it, like a Chad and Sarah pick, and say, look, I just traveled across an ocean to be here, and this is the pick I brought because of these people, and you spin it that way, that's going to be the best whiskey they ever have because of the experience with you. So
good choice.
Yeah, I really think that you make the story, which makes the whiskey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and along your choice, that actually I have two that I am taking for sure. For that very reason, Ian, is they both have, one's a Woodinville pick, the other one is Nulu, and both of them have it's bourbon night. Their faces are on the bottles.
That's
so cool. I think it'll be fun if I share, with the guys who's sharing with people whose faces are on the sticker. So
yeah,
two of those are going. I just wondering because it's kind of a weird spot because I want them to be impressed and I want to make a story, but come on, I'm saving the best stuff for you guys. I'm gonna take Pinky's out.
I think that's a great idea. I think whatever story, but that and chat, please. James threw 4 roses out there, but what would you send across the seas to Scotland? Maybe it's 100 proof. They're used to drinking around 100 proof because 48% Scotch is pretty common. So say around 100 proof, maybe a little over. What bourbon would you take to impress them? Being Canadian, and you guys have had it, but the Pike Creek Special Edition 21-year-old whiskeys are super sweet and have that 90 proof ish proof range, and I think I'd probably take one of those from here. But what would you take from where you're at?
I definitely want to take. I want to take a High West or a Wyoming, something that shows off. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they don't have it. They might have some High West, but I actually have one bottle I'm interested in. Is a gift from Dustin Whitaker, and I think it's the perfect time.
I know this bottle.
Yeah. It was a double rye finished in an Islay Scotch barrel.
That would be a fun one to take.
Yeah,
just everyone there.
Just being curious because they may hate it.
Oh yeah.
Because it's such that's so contrasting, right? But
that's kind of the fun for me. Like the scientific part of it was, I want to give it to them after or before, and then after they've had Islay for a week, and see if their opinion changes.
Oh yeah, good call.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jason's a friggin' puppet master, man.
Yeah, he's playing those strings and
he's gonna mess with everybody's mind.
Yeah. Troy, what would you take?
Oh, well, like I say, I would take proof. I don't know. But what about if you didn't want to go proof? I think just Buffalo Trace, just your standard Buffalo Trace bottle.
So they probably get that though, right? They probably get Buffalo Trace, Blanton's, the export stuff.
If I had a bottle of that, I would definitely.
107?
Yeah.
That's a good proof range.
Man, I could get you one.
I think
E.H. Taylor, maybe.
If I could find 107, I would. I mean, that'd be my daily. So it's a good representation.
Yeah. Now they mentioned, I also have a bunch of just Henry McKenna 10 in the bunker that I got for $26 back in the day.
Yeah,
that might be a good one. It's still
those are solid.
Not saying this too. A Russell's pick.
Oh yeah. I can take Russell's, man. I have an extra Russell's, man. That'd be fun.
That'd be huge.
Well,
I
Russell's
can't
picks are hard to
get
find.
Russell's picks up here at all, like at all.
I don't know
I can
they're
order
doing
from
many.
Alberta Russell's Reserve 10, but I can't get anything else. So something like that might be a real cool.
You need me to throw one in with the 8 times up swag? I've got an extra that Grease never responded on. So
I mean, sure.
All right. Let's set it up there.
Let me know what I owe you.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good question, Jason. I like that. Maybe we should throw that on the Instagram, the old Instagram, and say, what would you do if you were trying to impress them?
Well, not even impress, just showcase.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, show people.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's one thing I noticed that Ashley, when we used to talk to her about it, is when she talks about the European palette, how they base it all on, Four Roses brown label and your basic stuff. So I'm just curious because, like, obviously, I think a Scotch palette would be a little more, I'll say, akin to us than say a French palette.
I think so too, because I was just going to say, Aqua Vitae, the reviewer whiskey guy, he loves ECVP, like loves it. Like he's like, this is the holy grail of bourbon, and it's high proof. It was an old pirate bottle that's the highest proof or whatever, and he went over it. So I would like, if they're a whiskey person, I think they might like a lot of what we like in bourbon. So.
Quick side note, Jason, because you go to Wyoming, did you order batch 2 from Ashley?
I did. I pre-ordered it. It should be getting here. Did you get one?
If you happen to order another one that showed up at your mailbox.
Did you order?
Yes. Okay. Well,
I can't because it doesn't come to Colorado. It doesn't ship to Colorado.
No, if you want to know, a matter of fact, I have. I just got notification yesterday that I have my Innkeeper's blend waiting for me when they get back. So if you order one, I'll pick it up for you for sure.
Look at you guys in Innkeeper's blend, and
I was like, my Innkeeper's blend showed up today. So
mine would have. It wasn't going to Wyoming.
I still haven't seen the Phoenix blend.
Well, so I don't know your Wyoming address, Jason. So
I'll send it to you.
We need to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
I got it memorized. So everybody, if you want, just send your
whiskey.
The address
send me whiskey.
I'll make sure you get it.
That's actually not a bad strategy. You should just throw that out publicly. People send to your PO box.
Troy was send me samples, and he got Eagle Rare 17 from 2000 freaking.
Look at me now.
Yeah, look at me now. Jason's like, just send me bottles. Let's go.
Yeah. He's taking it to the next level.
Moving on up.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, this is just delightful.
All right, Troy. We need a 2-minute review of the Eagle Rare 17.
Oh, 2 minute.
Yeah.
Well,
itemized.
All right.
It's 90 proof, so it's soft, but it's very creamy and almost like you have like a caramel candy in your mouth, like kind of, which is one of my favorite. I don't know what you would call it, but it's like one of my favorite characteristics of a bourbon when
I'm with you.
The creamy like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's very sweet. I still get, I know I said cola, but I really get root beer and a little bit of oak. The oak's not overpowering or anything. It's very good.
That sounds perfect, to be honest.
I got to throw you for a loop and ask you, how is it compared to the Wild Turkey 17?
The Wild Turkey 17 somehow had it had smoke on it, almost like it's not like peat or anything like that, but just a little like more char on the barrel or something. I don't know. You're picking up something, but yeah, this is not like
you're talking about the Bottle and Bond one.
Yeah,
that's one of my all-time favorite whiskeys.
Me too.
Yeah. That Wild Turkey Bottle and Bond 17 year.
Yeah, that one. So good. That's Natalie sent that in our bar night at home, right?
She did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the best whiskeys I've ever tried. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love. Actually, I should try it because I do think I still have a sample of that from Conway. I don't think it would compare. The Heaven Hill 17 is
I
it
would
it
love
may
to
be
see
the best thing I've ever tasted now.
I'm
Really?
with you.
Yeah.
I am absolutely with you.
Yeah.
I
It's easily top 3.
And it's
I'll
got
die
proof on
on-
it too, right?
Yeah, because that's why I was
With the-
saying I don't know if the Eagle Rare holds up to it because
Yeah.
I die on
it's
that mountain.
118, I
Ty.
think, or something like
That
that.
stuff.
But
That's
man,
truly
that
great.
thing.
That's the only
Yeah.
bottle I considered stealing in the night, and that's coming from me. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty special.
That's cool. And to go along, Chad and Sarah are huge on those Heaven Hill special releases too, aren't they? Yeah. So
I've heard mixed reviews about the 20 whatever mellow corn release, basically. The most recent one, it's like a 20-year 100% corn at barrel proof. So
I'd be curious.
it's
I don't know.
20-year mellow corn, but it's gotten some.
I mean, that'd be super sweet, wouldn't it?
Man.
Yeah, like too sweet, I think. And I like Canadian maple syrup and everything. Like, I don't know if I'd want that, to be honest.
Yeah. Nat, drink it right now. You
Do
have an entire drawer full of samples.
Oh, it's so
Drink
crazy.
it right now.
I'm trying to find. She's bringing like a 12-pack of Bostons. I'm like, just drink it. We're not carrying samples across the Atlantic.
You know what? She's smart. Let's be honest. Because
Smart.
she gets to bring home what she doesn't remember. We just drink it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, my first whiskey weekend, I tried to write down every tasting. We had everything we had in every tasting, but it gets to be a long list, so it's hard to remember.
And the words don't make sense after time. And yeah, it's just a lot of random letters.
I'm going to do better this time about, journaling my experience this next couple of weeks. I'm going to do better on pictures, and I'm just going to go full Instagram on this crap.
I was going to say, you got to throw them up on the Insta.
Throw them up on the Insta, throw them up. Because I'm excited because the first 3 days we're just going to hang out, and our home base is going to be in Glasgow.
I was looking at your itinerary. That's I'm a little, it's confusing, but it's overwhelming. That's a lot of stuff.
It is, and that's Nat. That's all Nat. She is the scheduler elite.
So a couple questions. Are you all flying over as a group, or are you meeting there?
So we're actually leaving. We're going a week ahead. The actual event doesn't start till the 5th. I think Thursday the 5th is when It's Bourbon Night event starts. We decided that because the plane tickets are the most expensive part of the whole damn trip, that it would just be dumb to be there for 5 days. So we made it 2 weeks.
No.
Because it wasn't that much more staying for 2 weeks than it was for one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we decided the first week we're focusing on just kind of doing the couples, just not whiskey centric, but we are. That's one of the reasons I like Glasgow, because Glasgow's more industrial. It's more hometown people, more, where Edinburgh is very much, a tourist attraction.
Oh.
More touristy, more, kind of the ancient Harry Potter, kind of that, Edinburgh Castle. Glasgow is kind of your industrial side. That's where people that don't want to live in Edinburgh go. And so things are open later. They have a really good club scene. They got a really cool kind of foodie scene, which is kind of what we're into. And in Edinburgh, everything closes at like 7:00. So we're going to stay in Glasgow, just kind of hang out, do the bar scene. That we also have like little trips. We're going to go up to Port William and ride the Jacobite train, which is the train that was in Harry Potter. That train line going to Hogwarts. That's in Scotland.
You're going to Hogwarts?
We're going to Hogwarts. Yes, we are.
He really is going to be the magician now.
Yeah. Show us that trick again.
You're a wizard, Harry.
So then we're going to come back, and then the fun start. Well, the organized fun starts.
Yeah. I bet it's beautiful there.
We actually stayed in the room, kind of like whiskey weekend. We got the room a day ahead, so we're going to be there when everybody filters in. So then we'll stay there, and everything else is, all the other part of the trip is curated by they have all the tour guides already set up. But then the last 2 days, go ahead.
Oh.
So then the last 2 days is when we do the Scott Malt Whiskey certification, where we get a certificate. I can say that back. Certificate. Because I love certificates.
Yeah.
It's going to prove that I know what I'm talking about. Or at least I paid enough money to say that I know what I talk about.
That way, if you ever get in an argument with somebody, you can say, well, I hate to argue, but look at this son of a...
Certificate. I am certified. So yeah, but it's cool because even that, they only do the class every twice a year. It just happened to be the weekend we were there, so we went for it.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
so we have all that fun, get drunk, and then come back and learn stuff by drinking.
Well, just make sure you charcuterie the hell out of them. So
I've already Googled Scottish cheese. I found several
sheep
Scottish cheese shops that I will be visiting. There will be pictures of cheese.
Give some of that flocky or floky.
I will say they do make the best ice cream on the planet.
Really?
Yes, they're up in the northern part where there's more sheep than people. They have their own. It's just oh my gosh, I can't even explain how good it is.
How drunk were you?
Not that. Well, the first time I tried it, you got to be more specific because I tried it like 16 times.
Okay.
Right. Which time?
Yeah.
I even tried looking for it online. Like, I will ship this stuff home. And it wasn't anything fancy. Just like, it's not even vanilla. It's just like sweet cream ice cream.
I love it. So Jason, 2 questions.
Yes.
What are you most excited for on the trip in general? Second question, what whiskey are you hoping to try while on the trip?
The first one is simple. I cannot wait to see the look on Chad and Sarah's face as they pretend to like Islay whiskey.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
That part, hanging out with the guy, because there's some there, Ray Chappell.
Yep.
He's there, and John and Todd Cooper, and we kind of made a little mafia group during Whiskey Weekend Batch 4, so we're already in shenanigans with each other, so it's going to be exciting. 2 whiskey-wise, I'm excited for the Bruichladdich distillery tour. Because sure. I do want to get another bottle of Octomore because my other one's almost gone.
I got some left.
Feel free to try it. Just cool stuff. Bruichladdich is one of my favorite distilleries. Oban is actually one of my son's favorite distilleries. So
yeah, that Port Charlotte.
Port Charlotte.
Yeah.
So any one of those. Oh, and honestly, the freaking duty free on the way home and back. That's where it's at. Because actually where I got the first bottle of Octomore was at the London duty free the first trip.
So when will you be back on Flannel Panel to show us how much money you spent on whiskey?
In
3 weeks?
Well, okay. Well, I just bought me an international data plan. So if I could make, I got to check. They're +7. So what's that? If you guys at my time. So if it's 7:30 my time, is what, 2 a.m?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Depends on the night. You might have a full crew with you.
Wednesday. No, Wednesday we should be good. No, honestly, because Wednesday is.
Jason, enjoy your freaking vacation, man.
We won't hold you to.
I'm
Flannel Panel.
I could do it. I might. I'll see if I can do. And of course, so I'll have that the Wednesday, and then So then, yeah, the following Wednesday will be starting, and then the one after that I should be good because it's really tough because I actually we're having 2 weeks in Scotland. I come home, I work for 2 days, then I'm off for another week.
Man.
So I have a 2 day work week to look forward to when I get back. So
it's a rough life.
Yeah.
I would just take those 2 days off, but I'm saving that time off for Boomtown.
Smart. Also smart.
Or in case flights and everything happens.
Yeah.
If the airlines try to
all right. So
jab me in the ribs.
We may have a surprise special guest from Scotland at some point over the next few weeks. But
it's not me. I'll make a really dumb video.
If not,
send it to you so you can post it by
perfect.
Scotland.
Perfect. If not, in 3 weeks from now, we're gonna get some serious recap from Scotland. Next week, if everything lines up, we'll see Corey coming back from Guatemala, maybe with some recap, which would be awesome to see what he's doing down there. And lots of fun stuff, lots of traveling. Ty just raised a ton of cash in 3 days, which is
don't forget he has to do his recap of
Taste of Spring.
I'm telling you, anybody that's even there close, you're going to miss out.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially since you know a guy, the best part of the trip, the best part is afterwards we all chip in and put things away, and then we go drink at his bar.
I feel like that's a segue right into just the tips.
Boom.
Yeah.
JT's gonna be here.
No way.
Tomorrow, Friday.
Wow.
Friday.
Is he coming for the event?
No, he was. He's driving home from Moab, but he's swinging through. So I'm excited.
I haven't seen that guy for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the tips.
Well, it's time for just the tips. What do you guys got?
You want mine first or last?
If you're not first, you're last.
Okay. Get it out of the way because it is frivolous. I already got laughed at. But hey, I'm here to help.
Okay.
Man. So my tip is straight up brownie points and care for your lovely spouse, your lovely wife.
All right.
Does she know you're
talking about this?
Yeah. Does she know about this?
She knows.
Oh,
I got it for her. She loved it. She about cried when I got it. That's why I made it my tip.
Was it tears of joy or tears of sorrow?
Tears of relief because she needed it, if you know what I mean.
Well played.
Okay, lay it on me.
So, every I should have thought of a way to say this nicely. Everyone has aches and pains. Every one of our wives, we stand around and watch them have pains and aches and spasms and all that stuff. And it sucks because we just want to help. We just want to make you feel better because we love you. We love everybody. We hate to see you in pain. So it was getting there and she wasn't feeling good. So I jumped on Amazon to find something to help. And I came upon this. It is the menstruation crustacean.
Yeah.
And I mean that. That's what it's labeled. The menstruation crustacean. And it's a weighted heating pad that's infused with lavender that you stick in the microwave, and you have a warm lavender scented friend on your tum-tum to make you feel better.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. I don't even know where you. I've never had any menstrual cramps, so I don't know the area where you put that.
There's so many lines here. So many.
I'm telling you, you show up you show up around that time with this, and you have it warmed up, and you hand it to her gently, maybe cradle like a baby, and she will. I'm not kidding.
Oh, baby's the right thing to be like. I don't know.
Well, maybe it reminds you. Yeah, anyway. But so, yeah, I'm telling you, Matt, I got a lot of brownie points for this. I'm just
Well,
saying.
it's nice that she appreciated your effort. I'll say that.
Effort.
I don't know if I get slapped or not. Yeah.
Well, because you couldn't survive it because your kiddos would steal it, and you'd have lavender scented beans all over the place. I'm telling you. If you want brownie points, it wasn't very expensive. I'm just saying.
I'm not very smart, but why is it a crustacean? There's got to be a joke or something there, right? You
Because it rhymes with menstruation.
Oh,
it's brand, man. It's just brand.
Warm shellfish, Troy. Warm shellfish.
Yeah,
Troy.
think of warm shellfish.
okay.
It's there you
There
go.
you go.
Respect that.
Brock says he respects it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you.
Oh, all right. Troy, you're up.
Okay. I'm not very well prepared, but I have a couple things I wanted to mention. First, I want to thank Conway for his sample. I drank that. Well, I got one little sip left, but that is like that's like a pour of a lifetime, or something
No
you only
kidding.
get.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
That's also the least amount of whiskey Troy has ever drank on a flannel panel. Because
I made 2 ounces last the whole hour.
Yeah.
It might be
the
on
show
something.
sucks. That's why.
Well, yeah. And before I give my tip, I also wanted to give my daughter Allie, who doesn't watch the show, a shout out. I'm wearing a Bowling Green hat. She's graduating this weekend, so we're heading to Bowling Green for her graduation. She graduated in 3 years, so we're all very excited and proud. Okay.
Yeah,
so
3 years, because I feel like it was just yesterday that you were saying she's going somewhere.
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
That's insane.
You got any plans for that leftover money you're gonna have when she's done?
Well, no, she spent all my money, but hopefully she'll earn it back. You know what I mean? No, she's done good, and
it'll be a good nursing home.
Yeah, that's all. I've already told my kids, like, when your parents get old and you put them in a nursing home and you feel bad for not visiting as much as you should. I told both my kids, don't worry about it, because all I really want is to be left alone anyway. So just throw me in a nursing home and don't even worry about it.
Here's the trick: is you want your kids successful, but you don't want them so successful that they can afford a nursing home. That way, they have to take care of them yourself.
No,
then you get
a nursing home.
I want to wish me on anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I paid good money for them to change my sheets.
Change my sheets. All right, the tip is tomorrow is the NFL draft, and I've mentioned this before on previous years, but I'm a big fan of McAfee, and they do a draft spectacular every year, so you can actually watch it on like an alternate. Well, I guess it's on YouTube, but you can put that on during the draft, and it's usually some pretty good shenanigans. So that would be the tip is to check out the Pat McAfee draft spectacular.
So, speaking of him, he just switched up his correspondent or whatever it was, wasn't it? The guy that he calls in. What's his name?
Ian Rappaport?
No.
I don't know.
The ex-player that has the ponytail. No.
AJ Hawk has been on there.
That guy.
He's still on there.
Is he? Oh, I thought he switched him up for somebody else recently.
Well, JJ Watt jumped in now too.
That's who it was, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, there was one day when Hawk was on vacation or something that they had. Yeah.
Okay, because I saw a post saying, "Oh, Hawkins is out and Watt's in," or I was like, "What? No. Really?" Okay,
he's still on there, but he has had I don't know what the relationship is, but Pac-Man Jones has been on there like every day for a month now, so I don't know
really
if he's permanent or not, but he does a pretty good job.
It is a fun show. Shenanigans are key. I will say that. Yeah, so that's a good one. So if the NFL draft is tomorrow, then once we are all together again, we have to do the flannel draft. Do we?
I was going to suggest that that was a big show. I thought I was going to ask if we wanted to do that again. I thought it was pretty fun. So,
yeah, the whiskey draft 2023.
And
all right.
Yeah.
Also, I think we need to have a flannel draft.
Oh, okay. Or is is that a category for a whiskey draft?
That could be it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the
special
teams is the flannel.
Speaking real quickly, big ups to Andrew. I posted an Instagram post rather hastily the other day showing the flannels that I was going to take. I only have room for 2 in Scotland. And
Yep.
he stepped up and told me which one, so I'm wearing them.
Which are
the purple, the Misfits one,
okay?
and then I'm taking the Special Forces one, which
Oh, nice.
it looks tartanish, and I need green and black. So
Sweet.
Nice.
My just the tip will be Apple TV, and it's not Ted Lasso. It's going to be Ghosted with Chris Evans and Anna Darmas or whatever her name is.
Have you watched that?
I did. It's cheesy. It's kind of junky, but it's really fun to watch. So,
like 90s action movie.
It's like
cheesy?
The preview.
Good. I mean, that's a good thing. I would love it.
It's just like the preview, actually.
Like True Lies.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
like rom-com-ish, True Lies-ish, like funny, goofy
I'm in.
action movie, and she's hot. Yeah,
Amen.
There you go.
so.
She's a nice lady.
She's a nice lady.
I mean, she's doing the ballerina thing, which is the John Wick spinoff.
Oh yeah, that was the Continental and the yeah.
So,
That's another tip. The new Continental series is coming out. Based
that was
on
your
the
tip
John
last
Wick
week.
universe. Was it really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've
do it
not
again.
seen John Wick yet.
I haven't
And
either.
I
remember
haven't watched it either.
Remember the special I Hate Ticketmaster?
Oh yeah.
I know.
There's a new album out.
Corey's been MIA for a little bit, so we need to. There's a new special out with what's his name, Zach Bryan or something.
Yeah.
Luke Bryan.
I checked it out. It's a good album.
I don't know.
One of the Bryans.
I should check out
All
these
his
tips
homies
more
hate
often.
Ticketmaster.
Yeah. All right, Ty.
All right. So I was debating, and then Troy did more than one. So I'm like, I'm going to do more than one now.
Yeah.
So the first one is from like 2 weeks ago when I got put on the spot, and I was like, I got nothing. I forgot about it. And I was like, that's what I should have done. So the first one is learn your way around a carniceria. And if you don't know what that is, it's like a Mexican meat market where you can go in. It's like a Mexican butcher shop, but you can go in and get like, the pollo asado, and you can get carne asada and like all that stuff. Like, get a friend to take you, whatever it takes, but learn your way around. Because
time out.
Okay,
Zach Morris, time out. Whatever you want to say. Why are you around Mexican meat markets a lot?
I go for Taylor Reservoir. For the last 5 years, we have Fiesta Friday.
Okay.
And I go in and I buy Disa Mio, which is like, so carne asada is like the gringo meat that they sell you, and it's way more expensive. Disa Mio is like the cheaper version, same thing. Chop it up, put it in tacos. It's the best thing ever.
Gotcha.
You go in, you throw this on a grill, you have to do nothing else. And you have like some of the best street tacos or just, a Mexican dish that you can imagine. And it's cheap. It's so affordable. So
still asking, are there lots of Mexican meat markets around where you are?
Yes, tons.
Troy, are there lots of Mexican meat markets around where you are?
No, I'd have to go to somebody's house probably.
We have 7.
Okay,
so I'm going.
I was going to say, I bet Troy, if you Google carniceria, there's one in your area.
Yeah, I'm sure there's.
It's going to be a hole in the wall. You're going to feel like you're going to get mugged, and you will definitely probably be the only gringo in there. But it is 100% worth
it.
Sweet.
This one, the close one to me is in West Valley, which is the shady part of town, which means it's good.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I'm going. Well, maybe when we get back.
Yeah. Now, Ian may be out of luck. I don't know if they're that far north.
I'd be more interested in seeing Jason go and get a bucket of spaghetti. That's what I'm interested in seeing.
I'm in. It's going to happen. Might even happen tomorrow for the draft. Bucket of spaghetti to go with my draft pick.
There you go. Is there any around you, Ian?
I don't think they know what that means.
Okay.
Because if I say carniceria near me, it's just the meat markets.
That's what it is. Oh, the regular meat market.
Yeah. So which
and that's all it is in Spanish.
Yeah, they're good.
The literal translation is meat market.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it all prepared. Like it's incredible. So
because if there is one near me,
salsa,
I'm going there all the time.
So the carniceria, that's actually the dish though too. That's the cut you're looking for also.
No,
that's
Disa Mio.
Disa Mio.
Yeah. That's the like insider hack.
All right. I like this.
So, yeah.
This one has
I wrote it down just in case I end up somewhere.
So I think we need to have an episode on food and what's your favorite food.
Okay.
Because like I've been struggling with this lately, whether it's Mexican or Italian or like I think we need to go through this.
All right.
Now is not the time, but
we need to hash it out
for a future episode.
There we go.
Or maybe we need to do it live where we taste stuff.
I will be trying haggis for the record.
Oh, I can have Patty make up a bunch of sandwiches.
The hell out of some haggis.
Please record that. Yeah. Troy's going to send sample sandwiches everywhere. Ty, do you have another one?
But sure, I'll do it real quick. So these bad boys,
they're so nice.
Oh, there we go. That's a better shot.
Yeah,
Lake River Streams.
Throw that up there again. I'll go solo.
Oh,
yeah, look at that.
Lakes River Streams on Instagram. He's a artist illustrator. He just put together, let's find a good one. This deck of cards. It's all hand illustrated, which Ian knows. Like it's pretty rare to get the front of the cards that are illustrated as well, but these are completely illustrated. Here we go. The Joker's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that.
But it's all fishing themed playing cards. They're incredible. But they have some amazing like t-shirts and hoodies and a ton of stuff. So Lakes, Rivers, Streams on Instagram, check them out. If you're an 8 times up Patreon, don't go buy a deck of cards. Just saying.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah. And you posted their stuff on the 8 times up recently.
Yeah, I did a little like teaser video with them because I mean I play with a deck of cards, so that was fun. And he reposted it, which was great. And we talked quite a bit in the production of them, like who he would go with, which he did not listen to me at all. But it was good to talk to him. So
like who made the cards?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, offline, please tell me.
I mean, I'll say that they are better than most like strictly art cards.
Okay.
They're still not as good as bicycles.
Gotcha.
Which I would tell him that like they hold up pretty well, but they're not as good. So
yeah,
handling wise, they'll be great for playing cards and poker game or whatever. Troy should take a deck to Canada with him because it'd be the perfect deck, to sit around with. But yeah, very cool. So that's my two.
Going geeking in golf and playing cards lately. So
dude,
I love.
We could have a whole episode on that for you and me.
I mean, like I feel like there's a sub podcast because nobody wants to see your face, but yeah,
right.
With a lot of that stuff. So fun times. Well, we pulled out an hour and 10 minutes.
Jump clap? Yeah, someone's got it.
I mean, we lasted tonight. It was solid.
We do not normally last an hour and 10 minutes.
I mean, lately we've been doing all right.
I haven't lasted an hour and 10 minutes, like mid-30s.
Well,
apparently an hour and 10 was just a little bit too long as well.
Too long.
And until next week,
stay buttoned up.
Stay buttoned up.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.